Back in Shanghai with the last game of the day, WGL Summer $60,000 World Championship of Warcraft 3. And we go into Group D. Lin was defeated by Happy 0-2. The War Chief is making his second appearance here, representing Newbie, as we have, once again, the battle of Newbie versus the Rogue Warriors. It's old school versus new school, man. Lin, one of the oldest players in this entire tournament, facing the youngest one. It's experience versus talent. Well, not doubting that Lin has any talent, but, you know, life so promising. He was the prince that was promised, but there are flaws. Here he is, though. He has to step up his game massively. Will he finally withstand the pressure of the stage? He needs to be a totally different life than we've seen 2 days ago.
He has great potential. He's actually, just yesterday, was greatly commended by Moon, who said that Life is actually one of the most promising, most talented players in the world, but when it comes to offline performances, he always seems to struggle. Is it the nerves? Is it the stage? Is it the age? I don't know. But offline, yeah, doesn't seem to be his favorite spot.
Yeah, it's certainly not the age, because 1-2-0 in his age was winning world championships twice in a row and making it to the top 2 4 times in a row. So don't blame everything on age, but people are different, if you believe it or not.
They are.
But yeah, Lin, he has so much experience. Like, he's been around since 2003 or so, 15, 16 years of Warcraft. The highest decorated orc in Warcraft 3 history, the second highest decorated player ever. He was on the hunt of Moon. He wanted to kick him off the throne. He wanted to be the second player who's reaching $500,000 prize money off of Warcraft 3 alone, but that road didn't go too well since November.
He is the king of orcs. He was for a very long time the undisputed king of orcs. Kind of earlier this year, Focus was contesting that title. I guess it lies with Lin now more, once again, as Focus isn't in his absolutely top killer shape. But where was the last title for Lin? He is the best orc for so many years. Where are the titles? Where are the offline championships? Where are the gold medals? Where are they?
Well, Yinchuan, WCA 2016.
That was 3 years ago.
That's correct, yeah. 2.5, 3 years ago. Since then, I can't really remember. Like, of course, team tournaments, that's where he was shining. With Team Korea in the next tournaments, his own team was doing really, really well. But solo competition, not too much. He still has a very good chance to make it into the top 8. He was defeated by Happy, who was most likely the strongest in this group, as he made it already into the top 8. He had one grand final, was defeated by 1-2-0, and here losing to Happy. The qualifiers went really well for him today, despite two of them being in 1.30, which was not the greatest patch for orcs. We all know that, he said in the interview, the reign of Night Elves is over. And he could prove that here today. 3 Night Elves eliminated already. Life could be the 4th one. A bad day for the Sentinel or a new hope. But that is not a good sign there at all. Boy, that was a big one.
Yeah, you know, gotta get that out of your system before the first game begins. I actually saw Life earlier practicing fun maps, funny enough. Lin bans Amazonia and Northern Isles. Life following up with Concealed, and Terranostan leaving us with Echo, LR, and Twisted. Twisted as Life's pick. Interesting.
He is playing completely different from everyone else, and we will tell you what he does once the game starts. This is quite interesting, man. These players have only met each other once since 2017. It's very rare. We have Warcraft competition all the time, and players meet each other all the time. These two were kind of able to dodge each other, with Lin being hurt for quite some time and Life being out of the scene for quite some time. But alright, the second chapter of Newbie versus Rogue Warriors. The King of Orcs, will he be eliminated and get his worst Gold League performance ever, or will he stand true to his name and kick out this young Night Elf talent? Last Refuge will tell us the direction. This is the start of the best of 3. Life in blue in the bottom left and Lin in the upper right. So I was telling you, Life is playing completely different. He is, I don't want to say Sonic-esque, but plays it also very differently. He's super aggressive. Like, he's maybe the happy of Night Elves, I would say. I've seen him do Engine of War rushes, Engine Protector rushes against Orc all the time. And that is not normal.
Absolutely not. Usually that's like the plan B. If everything else goes south, if you can't expand, if you can't tech, nothing's working out. You can try to cheese your way to victory like that, but it's not really a solid strat. If the opponent is ready for it and is scouting for it and hasn't fallen too far behind, it shouldn't really work. But then again, nobody plays it usually on the highest level. Will we be seeing that here or not? First hero choice is going to be the Keeper against Orc. That still seems to be the stronger choice almost all of the time. And for Lin, it should certainly be the Blade Master. We are here on LR starting off. Should be a good opening map for the Orc. Can be much harder for the Keeper here to get into his groove than basically any other map.
True that. As I said, these players met once this year. It was in the April Pro Qualifier round of 16 winner bracket final. Lin was able to take that 2-1, and Lin was eliminated a lot of times in these tournaments this year, but oftentimes by Infi and TH, also by 1-2-0, and twice by Focus. The only Night Elf that was able to kick him out of a tournament was Hurricane Bolt.
Wouldn't have expected that one.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there are losses in qualifiers, but that doesn't really count, I guess. So yeah, on paper, Lin is the favorite. On paper, Lin should get the match against Sok in the lower bracket, especially if both play their normal offline performance. But Live had 2 days to step it up, and might be coached a little by TH and Infi and Fly, his teammates who have so much experience. If this pays off, then Live is certainly a challenger for Lin.
Lin is not trying to prevent the level 2 here for the Keeper, not harassing over at the Murlocs, which is something we usually see a lot of the time. Instead, the Blade Master is going towards the High Priest over here. It looks like he was reading the Keeper movement to be going towards his own natural, for the Keeper to not be going to the Murlocs, but that was not the case. Live going for the simple creep route, perhaps so simple that Lin was not expecting it. Now he's level 2, now he's got Entangle, that makes things so much easier. And this could have possibly been prevented with a different Blade Master movement. But Lin wanted to get some creeping done instead.
Yeah, let's see if that was absolutely necessary or if this will bite him in the ass. No tier 1 aggression from Live this time. I mean, now he's harassing a little, but that's fairly standard. This is not too much of the norm. He's checking behind this as well. No expansion just yet. I think there's a Wisp in position to do that if he really wants to. If he can get the shot, that would be big already. Life is pretty low on lumber actually. There's the Wisp for the expansion later.
This is a pretty obvious expansion play, isn't it? Like, there's a Keeper standing in your main, attacking your shop. Like, this is pretty weird. There's illusions as well to scout with, which is very welcome for him indeed. Now he's got the heal salves as well to heal up as a scroll of speed. And now he has 2 grunts already, third one to be coming. So an expansion cancel could definitely be in the cards as the Tree of Life is coming up, is getting scouted now. But it might cost a grunt or 2.
But so far, Lin is moving them away. Of course, Life has to go home now.
Oh, pulls the creeps!
The illusion lures the creeps and switches the aggro to the tree, and he doesn't even has to invest a grunt with it.
There's only the Blade Master here. This might not be enough, actually.
No, with 1 circlet, you might be right. Oh, blocking the Wisp to prevent repair and detonates. He pulls the creeps again, but aggro is switched fairly fast.
It's really awkward right now for Life, but as long as he retreats with the units, they shouldn't re-aggro on the tree.
3 grunts in the in the middle. But the Keeper is ready. Nicely defended by Life. This could have gotten a lot worse, and Lin is pulling the creeps again. Ah, no! The duration of the Illu was over. So he couldn't do it once more.
And so here, the first grunt falls. The Expo is damaged, but it will come up. And it kind of all comes down to the opening here by Lin. Why didn't he try to prevent level 2? Why did he go creeping? Why didn't he pressure the level 1 Keeper? This is the best map to do it on. On other maps, it doesn't make much sense, but here it certainly does.
There's no more Windwalk after this one. And the hunts are ready. He doesn't want to commit. Oh, the Owl reveals him here. Windwalk duration, would love to know it. Oh, it's about to tick out, so he has to get away. Life gets the Expo up.
And got a grunt as well, so pretty decent early here. The Blade Masters with only the single circlet. But tier 2 should be finished for Lin in just a second. Oh, actually, the Shadowhunter is out already. But with having lost that one grunt earlier, not too easy to creep right now. Here, of course, towards the green, that one is safe, but that's kind of the only safe one. The natural also a very good camp to go for. Item for him, Ring of Protection, which might not even be too bad.
I'm quite surprised that Lin goes for the normal build. He was stuck in old... Whoa. Whoa, that was close. 2 peons on the way down. Breaking my train of thought here. Lin was kind of stuck in old builds, like going Raiders a lot, going Walkers a lot, kind of refusing to adapt to the Grunt Shaman revolution that Hakan Linguagua implemented.
Wow. How many times did they play each other on ladder? He's actually scouting for this peon movement with a single treant.
Well, life is he's grinding ladder basically every single day. He's constantly on top. He lives on top of Netty's ladder.
So towers won't be coming. It has been discovered now. But he steals 10 gold. There we go. And gets rid of Sentinels as well.
Biggest steal in the history of Warcraft.
Did you bring the peons here just to get rid of the Sentinels, actually?
That would be super smart.
That's kind of cool. Once you're tier 2 and the tier 2 buildings are coming up, as Orc, you don't really need that much lumber anymore, so even if those peons die, it's okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
So I would love to be in the mind of Lin right now. He is oftentimes very greedy when it comes to expansions / counter expansions. This is what lost him the game against Happy to a degree, and many other games before. So if he expands too early without doing too much damage, then he could absolutely lose the game before, because then he's getting pushed by the mass that life presents in front of his base or his expansion. But at some point, he has to do it, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
I like the distraction here. Telestaff forcing the keeper back. I think if the Shadowhunter creeps level 3, he himself with the Serpent Wards can hold off a large amount of Huntresses. And the Blade is doing the distraction. And the Shadow is still somewhat safe to creep, but it's not too easy to find safe creep camps that don't deal too much damage. Wait, the Entangle is ready! What?
Oh, can't get out, no mana! Oh, actually it does. Is there another Entangle? Is the cooldown down in time? No, it's not.
That was scary though.
Yeah.
That staff was too late. That was a rare mistake there, unnecessary
A
one.
player's forces are under attack.
There's going Headhunters now as well. There is a peon over at the expansion. Is that an expansion or is that a tower? I'm not quite sure. Looks like a small dot.
A town
I
is
think
under
it's a
siege.
tower as well. The position should be a little more north if it's an expansion. And this is something Lin did for a couple of times. Establish a tower first, but okay.
Does he
We
get the
got the
item?
fight here. Oh, Alchemist got the boot. That would have been great for the Blade.
Throw the beast pop. You have to run.
Yeah.
You can't fight against that.
Yeah,
no
no
way.
way.
But the keeper was out of mana, so no entangle, chase down, and it is the Great Hornwall. Taking a long time still. Level 3 though now for the Shadowhunter. Serpent Wards level 2 coming up. And if he sets up a parameter here of 3, 4, maybe 5 Serpent Wards, that's super strong against Hunters. Does he even feel strong enough against the scroll? Of course, this could all just be distraction. Just trying to prevent any action in the north against the expansion.
Alchemist is taking a lot of damage, but he can't afford that with the potion he has. Blade Master's going low as well, has a heal scroll and the heal wave as well. Whoa, lots of piercing damage, but life takes care of that now. Lin about to lose a grunt, might push them back. Out of range now. Ooh, with the Purge getting the Mauler and the heal wave right on time.
Is that level 2 heal wave? I think it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Surprising me. One Mauler died, one Huntress died. That said, if Lin gets away with the rest of his forces intact, or alive at least, that was a very successful attack for him if the expansion survives as well. Lots of archers now coming in, moving away from mass Huntresses.
We still haven't seen the upper left yet. Oh, the Shadow Hunter, there's mana! Needs Purge, needs to get out! Is he oiled up well
nice
enough?
second
Wow, that
Purge.
second Purge opens up the way.
That was cool.
But also, again, super close. Lin playing to the limit. But if that fails once, he's in deep trouble.
Alright, life is coming over for the expo cancel.
Players' forces are
Is it
under
going to be
attack.
time for this?
It was the Great Hall first.
Yep. Going for the tower first, but of course Lin wants to prevent this here. He's coming in with the rest of his forces, still healing up though. Not everything is healthy just yet. We have one heal spell, but that's on the Night Elf side.
The lightning shield is great.
Oh, that's nice.
He has the TP out. There's too much damage on Lin's side. Another Huntress kill. Yep, getting 2 and the TP and establishes the second gold mine. Lin looking good.
Absolutely. He's going to be mining from that in a moment. The tower there will be a great anchor for him as well. But it's not pure hunts anymore. In fact, it's barely any hunts anymore. It's mostly archers who are faring much better against towers, against serpent wards, against the grunts as well, funnily enough. But yeah, Life at 58 supply looking okay. He's getting up to these high numbers, which you need with the mask. Not sure about the upgrades. He needs those as well. At least 2-0 is required. 2-2 is what you really want. What you really want.
Going some karaoke later, singing Spice Girls together.
It's my favorite band, Neo. You know
I
that.
know, I know. But you heard about the Doors, so you put the Spice Girls above the Doors.
The Doors kind of an indie band, but level 3 Shadow, almost level 3 Blade. Once again, knocking on the front door of the Night Elf expansion, setting up the Serpent Wards again. Hard to engage into this, but Life is looking for the counterattack.
11 archers.
But how are you going to kill this base with piercing damage?
Well, Treants, I guess, will help, but the damage potential of Lin should be a lot higher. Tower buys some time. Lin has no TP, has to trade this. Mass repair. Blade Master's taking care of that repair, but the Grunts are doing a phenomenal job. Lin, no pillage, by the way. Lightning shield against the Wisp, but now TP from Life, but a little too late, maybe. It's cancelled! The tree is gone, the town portal is still there. So both players are losing their expansion, but I guess that should be a lot better for Lin, who has 1,000 gold to work with, and equal supply always favors Orc in this setting.
Very surprised he's not taking out those Moonwells. Those would be costly losses as well, but I guess he's afraid for his main, where Life seems to be heading. First making a pit stop at the Merc camp, though. There is enough resources for a bit of reinforcement from the mercenaries, as the Blade Master gets the next full of healing. Has two... wait. I guess he used just one on the Shadow Hunter earlier. Has that still remaining, going for the Invul instead. So, Life, what's his options now? Good Peon Scout, by the way. Sees this moving in. Lin still able to creep in a defensive position, ready for the push to hit his main. So many grunts.
Yeah, he could use them very, very well by killing this expansion. Not a single raider.
Level 4 Shadow also big level up. The item, the Ankh. A safety mechanism there, never too bad.
Yeah, usually on pro level, of course, you want to use stuff that you can use whenever you want, and ideally you don't want to lose your heroes, but he was close to dying twice already, so maybe not that bad.
Forces are under attack.
Mass creeping now by Life, trying to get higher hero levels. 5-5 would be nice. Is it going to change the scope of this game? I'm not so sure. Level 5-5 for the Orc heroes would be bonkers. So trading, creeping off the entire map should be in favor of Lin as well, as pretty much everything seems to be now in this game.
Yeah. Warsong Battle Drums for Life, which is nice. Bit of HP and mana for the Shadow Hunter is also decent, but not as good as an Aura would be as we're getting into upkeep. Still so many archers. They do good damage, but against grunts and I don't know.
Still 4 hunts, right? Oh, okay, there's more. There's more. Yeah. I was like 4 hunts. Those would crumble very quickly.
Yeah, he just bought 2, I think. Shadow Hunter's looking real strong. Blade Master decent as well. Life not building another expansion, if I see this correctly. Neither does Lin. Lin is expecting one though.
Big supply lead here for Life now.
But 2 heal scrolls.
Sure. Grunts a little slow to react. Now they're going into the front, trying to find the damage. Blade Master piercing into the back line, but wanded up in the air with the Wand of the Wind. Double Lightning Shield coming up in the back as well. Blade Master still controlled, and these archers are actually doing pretty good damage, dealing really good damage, finding quite a few kills here early on. Heal Wave perhaps a little bit too slow. Another Wand of the Wind coming in. That's the last one. Wisp coming in for the detonate as well. And Life is taking a good fight right here. Lin dropping down to below 50 supply, and the Orc has to run. Absolutely not expecting this force to be so strong that Life was bringing to the table. He has used both of the heal scrolls already. Blade Master, he can't find the kills. These archers are dealing all of this damage.
Yeah, the Blade Master dies, but he has the Ankh, and then he's gonna be back soon. Lin is losing more, though. A 20 supply lead for the Night Elf all of a sudden. Level 5 for the heroes. Invo Potion. Lin needs to get some kills for his own level 4 and 5 on the Shadow Hunter, but this is just too much. A straight-up fight, not really what you want.
Forces are
Damn.
under attack.
Lin is struggling now. Oh boy. Below 40. If there's an owl now, this blade is so dead. He's revealing himself. 2-second cooldown.
Did he forget about the cooldown? I think he did. I think he forgot about the cooldown, dude. Oh boy. Getting away with a black eye there.
Well, how to get back now? Live for the first time in this tournament, having a great fight.
You see the bug on the keeper? He has the animation of tranquility going on when he's standing still. Well, what's
Foreshadowing a little. It's not that Life is playing flawless. There were 2 lightning shields on his archers. It was nighttime. He could have easily shadow melted them to prevent the damage, but he didn't. But that was just a minor mistake.
But they were so well protected, and they were putting in the damage. Of course, the Wand of the Wind against the Blade helped a lot, but still, Life kind of stomped that fight.
Yeah, Lin burned through the 2 heal scrolls, has nothing to work with now. Also the mana potion gone. No staff on Life's side, by the way. But there's no end snare, so maybe it's okay. But there's Perch. Level 3 tree and summoned. Costs a lot of mana to get rid of them.
A player's forces are under attack.
Len seemed to be in control of this game, but that is over.
We're having to fight in his base now, setting up the Serpent Wards to buy some more time. But Life is occupying this shop, and that's a key move, I think, getting the heal scrolls.
I wonder if he went for Mirror Image.
To break out of Entangle, that could be right, on level 4. Don't really need that much Windwalk anymore.
Oh man, this is a scary push. This is a scary as hell push. So many Treants, so many archers and hunts. And it is a fairly narrow choke here outside the main. Reaching these archers once again will be difficult.
The heal spray is nice, but only for so long. There is a cooldown now on that spell as well. Wisp sniped for now. Crit is level 2, we can confirm that. Dispelling so much. I think there's not much left for Lightning Shield.
No, absolutely not.
Lin is not breaking up, keep scouting for an expansion. Could have been a distraction push, so good move by Lin to scout for that. But shot control by Life, or is he sneaking one in? Got it in wall, okay. Heal Scroll went to Life, or goes to Life.
A player's forces are under attack.
Master finding a few more kills. It feels to me like Lin needs the level 5s.
Yeah.
Without the double
how?
level 5, I don't know.
Map is almost empty, you cannot risk to go to the turtles, can you?
Yeah, like Lin can't move out. Lin has to turtle right now himself. Has to stay in the main. Has to bank more resources. And then find the proper time to break. When that is, I'm not sure.
Life making sure that there's no expansion. Lin does not really have the gold
player's
to get to the
forces are
shop
under
now, as he
attack.
just broke upkeep. You don't want to be at 54 supply. Getting up to 60 rather, but it's still a massive supply. But that was fairly normal in patch 1.31 to see these massive supply leads for the Night Elf, and sometimes Orcs are still breaking through. Acid Bomb and Tangle broke it with an Invo Potion, so fairly safe to say it's no mirror image.
Yeah. Level 2 Windwalk, level 2 crit. As it was for so many years.
Then I mean, there is the problem that in 3 minutes the gold mines will be empty. And Life has the Tree of Ages to walk over.
Is it time to fight now? Lemo's going for more and more piercing damage here with the
There's no
Headhunters.
Blade Master. There's also no potion on the Shadow Hunter, not even a Clarity. He's also cut off from his shop. This is not a good position for Lin at all. The archers are super safe in the back. Lightning Shield on the Blade again. Forced out a TP.
But that was a favorable trade for the Night Elf again. Lin losing quite a few units there. Actually, we see it from the corpses. 2 grunts lost only, in quotes. But Life lost nothing. Aside from the TP.
Right, yeah, I wonder why he didn't stay longer
Town
in this
is under
fight.
siege.
But maybe he just wants to prolong this game. And that's exactly what he's doing with it. Okay, Island going to the turtle now. Shadowhunter solo creep Blade Master Scout. Oh, but the owl sees it. The light doesn't care, right?
A player's
This heal
forces
spray is
are
actually
under
working out
attack.
so well. I like that he prioritizes it here in the late game over Acid Bomb. Just keep the Huntresses in front alive as much as you can, and then the Archers will snipe from behind.
Blade Master's creeping with the army. Is it enough for level 5 still? Yeah. Item. Ah, it's on the ground. Talisman, not what he wanted. But Life wants to end this game now. 15 supply lead. At least we got the upgrade of the level 5 Shadowhunter, but is that enough? Heal scroll on the young Night Elf side. Would be quite a surprise if he takes map 1 here. Heal spray again immediately.
Everything's so beefy. There doesn't seem to be enough damage. This Blade Master's not totally out of control. He's getting focused now, dropping low. Heal potion first, invuln potion after, and still in need of more healing. The Shadowhunter, of course, provides this, but only as long as he has mana.
Oh, the detonates again. The Shaman are completely out of mana. Lin has to go for a hero kill. Tries it, going for the Keeper, but there's no Hex, of course. Can't prevent... Oh, there's no TP, actually. But the Blade Master, so close of dying. Is there a heal wave? No! Lin taps out. GG. First
Ow.
upset of the series. Life not disappointing here. Very straight up Night Elf play without too many mistakes. And this big fight that got him the lead. And that's enough to claim match points.
That was a good performance by Life. That was just solid, basically, all the way through. And what Hunter tried earlier with the mass Archer transition worked out here thanks to much better upgrades. 2-1 upgrades with the Aura as well. That command Aura did make a difference there in that game. Damn. Just couldn't do anything against the Archers in the end.
Life, the only Night Elf stemming against the defeat here today, as it seems so far. Lin, one of the fan favorites. What was the mistake here on his side?
When he took the fight, he wasn't ready. He was 10 supply down, and that turned out to be too much. But let's say he doesn't take that fight. Let's say he does get ready for the big engagement, which is around 65 versus 65. How do you get ready? Like, these Archers just seem to own him really hard. Is it Walkers? Is it Spirit Link? It's kind of a long transition, though. You have to go Totem. You don't need a depth training. That's the nice thing. But I don't know. I don't know what the issue was there, honestly.
Was the expansion timing right this time?
Yeah,
I think it was.
I think so, yeah. He got the counter expo up. He got the expansion kill. If he had had a TP over there to then go over and save his expansion, that would have been the dream. But he didn't have money for that. He was an upkeep already. He didn't have 350 gold to spare. But you're returning to a 1 base versus 1 base game, which is supposed to favor the Orc. This is usually what we always say. The Orc heroes carry in the late game, and they were pretty good, pretty high level, 4-4, that is what you want. But yeah, the Huntresses moving away from them and then going into Archers, this was the key decision.
Yeah.
Huntresses just get stomped really hard by late game Orc with that specific strategy.
And Lin, I mean, Life barely did any mistakes. That surprises me a lot. Like his last GCS performance and 2 days ago against Sok was really disappointing, and like he really didn't care, sloppy, you know. And he comes in here and he plays like the Life of 2016. Quite unbelievable.
If I'm being very picky here, I think Lin's opening left something to be desired. If you have the opportunity to force the Keeper to remain level 1, take it. And LR is the only map where can you reliably do it. But he didn't do that. He gave him level 2. He lost the Grunt, but it was still okay. It was still alright, but I think Lin could have gotten ahead earlier or more in the early game.
Also,
Now,
does he have to get the expansion in the south? Like, kill it?
when he has the counter expo, you mean?
No, when it's building. He was trying, but not to the fullest, like no Grunt there. Blade Master was controlled very well with the Keeper. He tried with the creeps, but...
Yeah, that was also the thing. He pulled out the creeps. They were doing some damage. The Blade Master was doing some damage. But the Grunts were nowhere to be seen. They were in the middle doing nothing. A little too afraid, perhaps, to lose them. That looked decent by Lin, looked good by Lin, but not quite good enough. And Live, yeah, he is showing up much stronger than we saw him previously. Finally delivering offline here, at least in the first game.
If that will continue, and we have only seen 2-0s today, will we finally get a full mapper? Rogue Warriors look upon him, and they seem so far to be pretty happy. Match number 2, Lin facing elimination. It would be a disaster for him, the former dominator of the scene. Will he be eliminated by Live once again? That happened before at GCS tournaments. Echo Owls have to prove that Lin is still part of the world elite, part of the 6 S's of Warcraft. Echo Owls it is, must be a blade. And Live, again a keeper, right?
Yeah, I certainly think so. Starting off with the green camp. That will be his level 1.7 or whatever it is, and a nice item. Can even try to be aggressive then with the keeper moving across the map towards the peons, be annoying, and the archer plus tree, and can perhaps go for the green camp. But that is an old trick at this point. Lin could try to counterplay against it. Blade Master last map really didn't spiral out of control. Where are the crit masters? We are back to the old crit, we are back to the old damage potential, but we never see these plus 20 Blade Masters going crazy anymore.
Yeah, the items weren't too great for him, that's for sure.
Yep.
LR offers way more. Maybe a little unlucky there. Blade Master versus KUTG again.
That's the nice thing about Echo Isles, of course, as we all know, you can rely on your Blade Master being stacked if you prioritize it with the marketplace, even if you don't get the drops. But there's also plenty of drops to be found, so many claws here available. This should be the Huntress opening, Archer into Huntress, into expansion. How does Lin play around it? He's not going for the instant harass this time, not as good as it here as it is on LR. This is the normal opening. What's the Observer trying to point out along here? Not quite sure. Anyways, it is a shop.
Players' forces are
Both
under
players
attack.
starting off with the same camp. There's a pretty cool opening that you can go here for as Orc. You creep with the Grunt at the first creep and then send him over right away to the green to then prevent this being taken by an Archer and Treants only to again try to slow down this level 2 of the Keeper, which can make things very annoying for the Night Elf as he starts off with Treants here, of course. And a Circlet, that's pretty nice. Blade Master hoping for a Claws or a Circlet here himself for a good start into this game.
Will we see the first big upset of the tournament? Lin was still considered like not really one of the top 4 favorites, right? Like
No.
Everyone was talking about, of course, TH and Moon. Then it was
Players'
Happy,
forces are
Infi
under attack.
120, and then maybe Lin, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Live was nowhere really mentioned when it came to favorites.
And this is actually this opening working out the way we've seen it before sometimes, but the Grunt is not in time, as it seems, to do anything about this last hit, as the Archer will pick it up with the Treants over here. And the Keeper will be level 2 if one more last hit is achieved. This is a big deal, actually, if the Grunt can prevent this. Oh, nice. Grunt gets it.
Okay.
There we go. This is
One
why you
more,
sent the
though.
Grunt over.
Alright, a little bit of experience and the Claw
A
in the
player's
Blade Master
forces are under
inventory.
attack.
This of course makes it easier to kill expansions of as well. No tier 2 tech for Live yet. It's a little different from Hunter's build. So far pretty tame early. Live is playing like totally not how I expected this.
Another big last hit. Blade Master reveals himself before, though. Does he scout is the question. He is scouting right now with the Grunt. Looks over at the Merc camp. Expo is not there. Then there's 2 more spots. This one where it is right now,
A player's
or further
forces are
south,
under attack.
below the gold mine.
Trying to
Lin-
make sure to get this
Town is under
Nordwood as
siege.
well.
It's gonna be hard to do, though. One Grunt, of course, less damage than an Archer and a Huntress.
Interesting now that the bouncing glaive gets the damage as well.
Oh,
So close.
Got him.
And
with the glaives.
yeah, that's level 2. And the dust.
Grunt now has to be pretty afraid, doesn't know where the Keeper is. Lin doesn't want to lose the Grunt here early on, but I believe he will, as the Keeper is closing in. At least the Blade Master will be picking up the big consumable from the Ogre Magi. A lot of gold on Lin's
Player's
side. Could
forces
easily
are
go for
under
more
attack.
claws here.
It was dangerous. Again, he's playing a little Fly-esque with his Blade Master. Tier 2 has been reached, I guess. Lin was floating in 1,000 gold, now spent it almost all. For most likely the Shadow Hunter and Shaman again. He kept the Keeper away from level 3 for a long time though. But nothing to do against this expansion here.
And the ground was lost, so that does hurt. Blade Master will be seeing this expansion now, but now it's too late. You can't do anything about it anymore.
I like Life's opening here again.
Yeah, looking solid.
Also shop control early. He is not afraid of losing any units at the moment thanks to Shadow Melt. Of course with Ensnare, but that's really happening. But Lin is getting good creeps as well. So he's trying very, very hard. It's just not working too well. You kind of have to... Oh, TC! Stomp lightning
What?
shields. More AoE.
What?
Stomp is a
player's
good
forces
weapon
are
against
under attack.
archers if he can reach.
Is he going Wind Riders with this?
No, just Shaman.
Yes.
Oh, he is. Okay. Wait. What?
Oh, that's such a risky strat, dude.
Ooh, this is something I haven't seen in a while.
He has to overwhelm really quickly with this. He has to basically look for the first fight, speed scroll, stomp, pick off the archers, and then hope for air superiority.
Yeah,
There is no recovery in this. There's no healing in this. You don't have serpent wards. Oh man, this is such a risky strat.
the question is how fast will Life
A player's
go into
forces
archers
are
because
under
at the
attack.
moment there's not a single one. So he has no anti-air except from the Keeper right clicks, but that doesn't matter too much. Of course there's no piercing damage from Serpent Wards, but there's piercing damage from Wind Riders, but there's no Hex, no Heal Wave. Oh, there is the potion used and he delays the expansion for a minute. TC finds some creeps for level 2 and Stomp. But again, no dust, no reveal, no kill.
When's he gonna strike though?
A player's forces are
Second
under
Wind
attack.
Rider. Is that the time?
Ooh,
Oh,
we
and he
saw it.
sees it? He reveals it like that?
That was
Well, now it's obvious that archers will be getting made.
yeah, and pretty quickly. It's not that easy to pick them up with Wyvern, of course.
A town is under siege.
Ancient Protector at the expansion. Now it's Wisp Hunt time. You don't really need that much lumber, though.
Gets one Wisp over there. TC creeping up more. Level 2 Stomp is really good against Mass.
I think I heard you say that
A
once
player's
or twice
forces are
before.
under attack.
Well, level 3 Stomp is where it gets insane. But level 2 Stomp is also really good.
Yeah, that's kind of the miss, or the lack of level 2 Stomp lost him the game against Happy. Keeper is level 3 finally. Took him 8 minutes. That's a good accomplishment for Lin. But his own levels, what is this? 2 and a bit and 2.6? That's basically nothing. With the Wyvern, you can accelerate that a lot. Lightning Shield early.
Peon is moving south. Is he going Wyvern counter expo? I've never seen that before.
That can this work? That can't work.
Alright. Keeper is trying to reach for the entangle. The nice thing about the TC is the increased movement speed thanks to the aura. Whoop, doesn't want to pop the scroll just yet. Damn.
Wyvern also never with the army, only rarely attacking something. Now they're joining this. He has to take out the archers. It cannot be allowed to have like 10 archers again as it was in Last Refuge. Immediately TP out by Life and then gets to level 3 and another archer. That was a good fight for the Orc. Acid
Yeah.
Bomb ticks him down like a little.
That was actually very nice.
A
There was
player's
2
forces
archers,
are under
hunters.
attack.
And now there's almost no anti-air anymore. Alchemist, of course, great pick, but more experience.
And Life also kind of really needs a new TP. Against Purge, Speed Scroll, Wind Riders, Stomp,
Yep.
you need a TP.
Especially on the Keeper. Yep. Need to keep it safe. Lin was trying to go for hero kills before, but that was always countered by something. He has no staff here. And so far, Lin's plan is working out nicely, but the more time Life gets, the harder it is for the Korean.
What a cool style. But this is so fragile, dude.
Yeah.
If this goes wrong once, if you lose the momentum once, you have one Wind Rider left, he has 10 archers,
A
and the
town
game's
is
immediately
under
over.
siege.
Now goes against buildings.
Player's
Forcing a bit
forces
of
are under
repair,
attack.
killing that one off. But he's just running circles around him for now until his expansion is over, I guess. And killing more archers.
Dude, Lin is playing this
So
well,
key. So key. So smart.
Another archer comes out. Purge. Another kill. Now has to pop the scroll though to get out, I think. Heal scroll first. Speed scroll after.
Storm. And the lightning shot on the TC. That's big. And the archer again killed in the back. Now the Wyvern finally have the time to deal with the Huntress. And it looks good. Stun again. Whoa, this double lightning shield is putting in so much AoE.
Holy crap! Level 4. Now even more movement speed. And attack speed as well. There's one more Stomp ready. By the way, he's got the mana necessary. Grunt will be falling though. Both players taking severe losses on the Stomp with everything. And remember, no
called
TP!
this.
Does he have a Purge?
Called this. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, I can't reach anymore. Life stemming against the defeat, but the Blade Master's going crazy. Also having more Windwalk. He can't chase. There's no
The
Moon
Moon Juice
Juice
is
anymore.
gone.
Yep, exactly. Blade Master is killing archer after archer, holding on to his Wyvern play here. TC with big right clicks against the Keeper, but the Blade Master is also pretty low. TC has another potion, could swap that, but I guess Life is getting the upper hand a little
So
bit.
many kills! Jesus Christ.
Oh, actually double kill here. Another block with this illusion
He's so
to a
fast.
degree.
Easy chase.
Yeah, the aura, the level 2 endurance aura. Hoo-hoo, how much worth this is now. Life down to 40, but Expo is still up. Same goes for Lin in a
this Expo's done.
second.
Damn!
Double Engine of War at the expansion, all life. Good reaction to this, and now there's Entangle,
Oh,
Acid
no,
Bomb, Envil Potion. No speed scroll to get out. He's
Crit.
returning the favor. Critical strike, maybe heal ward. How long is this Invul lasting? Oh, not long enough.
Oh,
Entangle, and that is the blade.
Oh, Lin. Did he just
Player's
throw it away?
forces are under attack.
He has-
Overstaying is welcome.
He can buy back Blade Master though maybe, but he definitely needs the invul from the shop and he kind of also needs the heal scroll.
Oh, what
Damn.
a game.
Dude,
Blade is back.
what a scrappy game.
Engine of War in the north survived, was not killed as far as I know. Lin has a rated transition up. Against them, archers don't do that much. And now the question is, can he keep this expansion up? That's a lot of archers again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And money for a heal scroll. He needs that. Life, is he pushing with APs? No, it's just for detonating against the shaman. How many shaman are actually left? He'll need the speed scroll. Got one. But apart from that, no consumables. Life was withstanding the Wyvern pressure. Maybe with Hex, with Stomp and Snare, a hero kill is possible. We go in again, but Entangle. There's no potion, mind you. TC is out of the fight immediately. What a nice snipe by Life this is. The Huntress are down, and now what can these Wyvern do? Absolutely
Player's forces are under
nothing.
attack.
Yeah, it seems like this is spiraling out of control now for Lin. It looked really, really good, but now he's down by 10 supply. If he can hold his expansion, if he can repel Life one more time,
But
it's
how?
still doable.
600 gold. He's floating in gold. Needs to repair. No Huntress glaives here. Can the Blade Master distract? He is so afraid of Poison Ivy to lose his Blade Master once again. And these peons are getting wrecked. This expansion is getting wrecked. Is this the game for Life? Alchemist in focus. No staff, no TP. This is a super fast execution by Lin.
Can he deal with the archers as well is the question. Big stomp right there. Lightning shield to follow. There's a heal potion still. Perhaps it is enough AoE damage. Splitting the archers now. They have Balloon's Grades, of course, as well to protect them at least a little bit.
Woo! So much damage right there, but where's the rest? Where's the follow-up? Where's the army? Lin has basically nothing here. Entangle again. This will most likely be the keeper falling.
And
The
snare!
TC falling. Here we go. Long range and snare. Needs some crit. Here's the first one! And he kills them off. No hero life anymore, but can he do it StarCraft style? TC is gone. A Blade Master to rule them all, basically, as the Snidolf army still seems to be overwhelming. Huntress are coming in much normal damage. Also with Treants, Blade Master has to heal up, and this is free reign for Life to finally push into the winner lower bracket final. Lin has to lick his wounds, needs more time. But
Damn.
that's more time for Life to push with his 3 Engines of War.
Gets the double hero kill,
Player's
but
forces are
it's
under
not
attack.
quite good enough.
Expo down.
Losing the second base. Is this still doable? Does Lin still have strong enough heroes, strong enough of an army? It's so hard though to fight against this. He doesn't have healing. Like every Entangle Acid Bomb either forces the hero back or kills him off. This is so hard to play.
Triple kill for Lin here most likely. But the Keeper is back. No mana for him though, still getting the kill. Lin needs to wait for the TC, needs that movement speed.
A player's force.
Oh, the Wyvern. Took out some Wisps, I guess, but there's nothing else to do for them.
Yeah, but Lumber really is not the issue. Lin is trying to find every opening that he can here, trying to
Needs 5/5
keep himself
again,
in the
right?
game.
There's quite some creep spots, but life is not getting him any time to creep.
Yeah, you're right though. He needs 5/5. That's the way he could perhaps do it.
This third Engine of War, I'm still a little bit in awe of this decision.
Town is
Seems
under
so
siege.
easy
The
and
player's
seems so
forces are under
like
attack.
logical, but when do we ever see this? He was in danger of losing the one in the north. With one Engine of Life remaining, I think this game is over and Lin takes it. By building a backup one in the south, he A, saves his game, and B, now gets the advantage to just push in no time into 60 supply. After this big fight. And Lin is still struggling with this.
Yeah, absolutely. But he could creep to double level 5s maybe. Double level 5 is really good against archers.
Gets level 5 on the blade for sure. But the more time there is, the more gold life gets.
Second claws, plus 14 damage now. About to be level 4, level 3 crit.
Life got the invul and the heal scroll. He's thinking about basically everything. Constantly has wisps with him. Upgrades on the archers, 1-0.
A
Really
player's
bad
forces
upgrades.
are under attack.
Life has plenty of gold. I imagine upgrades are cute now. They should be. Level 5 blade. Send him away. Solo creep for the TC. There we go.
Is it enough? 20%? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Maybe with the Murlocs it is. Blade Master needs to get something as well. Heal scrolls. He needs healing somehow. TC close to 5. Parry. Actually not too bad.
Yep. Everything that helps
A
him survive on
player's
the heroes, I
forces
think,
are
is
under
good.
attack.
2-0 upgrades for life now. And Nature's didn't have Nature's Blessing until now. The Raider transition is in full effect. 3 of them now.
Must have pillage as well, I guess. Heading towards the main.
Only 1 speed scroll.
Mana pot on the TC. Oh, baby! We're going to have level 5 TC. Level 3 Stomp,
Town is
ladies and
under
gentlemen,
siege.
is probably the most insane normal spell in the game outside of ultimates. The lockdown potential
Player's
is
forces.
unbelievable.
And the third Engine of War goes down. Is that enough experience?
it
Yes, it is.
Was he?
The hero levels are crazy in favor of Lin. The army numbers are crazy in favor of life. Items are basically the same.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. Moving in towards the Keeper of the Grove right away. He has the invul though. He's ensnared. Still looking for the connection. TC now with the first stomp. Boom! Gets the first big stun off, and that lasts quite a while. Wisps coming out for the detonate, burning as much mana as they can. But remember, there's a mana potion. Still not using it though. Going for the Keeper again. The invul is gone. The TP as well. Stomping the Alchemist. The healing is gone, and the Keeper will again die. The Entangle won't save him. Mana potion still available on this Torrent Chieftain. Going for the next hero kill. Will it be the next double hero kill? Actually, the mana potion is gone, but the Purge is still coming in. The right clicks, the focus, and the next hero
Level
dies!
up! Oh, the Shaman Lightning! But now it's 2 heroes against an army, basically. Can't cast another Lightning Shield. That was the second last Shaman, I guess. Blade Master's 250 critical strike. Oh, that Lightning Shield! Oh, can he reach? Yes, he can.
Run him
apparently.
down,
He's going to the
run him
tavern again.
down.
Life is so rich. He can get the heroes back. The Keeper is back, but he has the mana potions. He can entangle. This Keeper is dead if he uses the potion. Life not thinking about it.
He's got the Purge. He has to keep the Shaman in range though. He takes out the Shaman first, then he can go for the Entangle.
No. Invul potion, invul potion.
Invul, yeah,
Oh.
invul.
And now the Keeper again. There's the Entangle on the Blade Master. No damage at the moment. Also can't get out. The TC, can he swap something? No, he's saving him.
Oh!
Blade Master's
Oh!
fighting through this. Critical strike.
Are you serious?
Lin's Saint Sword is back. And now it's GG. Holy shit. Lin stays alive.
Oh my god, what a game. 20 supply down, but with insane heroes. And hero kills, he does it. Damn.
A blessing from the RNGs in the end. This 250 critical strike saved his blade and possibly the game, and possibly with that
How are they looking
his
so calm, by
tournament
the way?
life.
How are they looking so calm? That game was insane. Damn. It looked like Lin was already out of this tourney, man.
Out of control.
Oh my god.
With a glass cannon build. One misstep and you lose. And he did it. Live. That was a great game by him as well. Like how smart he played this, well executed, but then not having the safety on his heroes once, again playing without staffs. That's a mistake maybe, second time in a row.
Yeah. Not going for the safety TP. Once again, he got purged through the invul, right?
I think so. There was so much going on.
Level 3 Stomp, level 3 crit. Baby, that was fun. It must feel good for Lin. That game looked almost out of reach there for a while. Looked like he was out of this tournament, but no. Lin gets actually his first map win with this.
Yeah. 1 and 3 now. Ooh, this is exactly the final that we were hoping for. The final match of the day that we were hoping for. Alongside Lawlight, the biggest names in this lower bracket. And Fly, of course, but I mean, in current shape, Lin and Lawlight by far the best. And yeah, this we were hoping for a 3-mapper. We had 3 2-0s before.
Yeah.
Map 1 and map 2 until like 60% looked really good in favor of Live as well. I thought, okay, this is like 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. But Lin with an exclamation mark in the end. He got his crit back, he got his sword back, and maybe with that his confidence back.
Yeah, that was really exciting. A lot of fun. And also, really good to see Live that he's performing here. Both games now.
Yeah.
In the first one especially. In the second one also playing well. I mean, he lost in the end, but he played a good game. Finally delivering offline. That's good to see for whoever moves forward here.
And for some reason he's playing normal. And it's working. Who would have thought that you don't need to play a level 2 harassment warden?
Yeah,
or
true.
Ancient of War rushes or whatever. It's yeah. He just played weird stuff, but here he's playing standard and he's back. We take a look at a little highlight of the last match as the players take a little break. We have Lin's vision with eye tracking, the save of the TC, the 2-3-6 critical strike and the level up. Oh boy. And then multi-kill. There, the decision, the moment of the game. The crit at the perfect time.
Also in that game, Live just still had 2 bases running. He still had some units left. Lin had like only his heroes. Was it time to call GG? Well, I guess he was down to 30 only. And TC, I think, was level 6 as well, which means unkillable. That was a cool game, though. That was one of the funnest games so far of this tournament. Now we have decision on map number 3. That is Life's loser pick, which was Norton, I think. Was no concealed? We'll see.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that in the heat of the moment as well. Maybe we should start to take note. This keeps on happening to us that we forget about the maps.
Ah, that keeps things exciting. We have to have a little spark in our lives. Surprise mechanics.
Alright, we will see the map in a second. Lin strikes back. Is this the 4th orc in the lower bracket final alongside Cash, Focus and Fly? Or will Life be the only Night Elf surviving the lower bracket semi-final? Stakes are high. Loser is out! And can't forget about the dream of $30,000 and the title of the world champion. Twisted Meadows it is! Lin versus Life round 3. Newbie versus Rogue Warriors continues. The modern time classic. Almost like 4K versus MYM back in the day. Not that much of a classic yet, but you know, there's a team league coming up with Reforged, and that's where things get really exciting for the clans. Alright, Twisted it is. Lin's not getting the upper left position for the Rock Golem spot. Life spawns in the upper right, Lin in the bottom left. This will most likely be very different.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't mind a 2-base versus 2-base game here. Nice long macro game, develop tech trees, all that. But might not be like that. Might be a lot quicker. Life is not starting off with an Ancient of War creep. He's not taking any risks. He's playing the only safe opening that there is here on this map. against Orc, and that it's the Huntress opening, which should most certainly mean a Keeper of the Grove here as well. This Keeper is going to be very low level for a long time. Blade Master doesn't want to get creeping done if he can, but despite how big this map is, despite how many creeps there are, since they're all kind of difficult, we may be ending up with low-level heroes here for quite a long time. Life scouting now in different directions. And Lin is scouting as well. What? A peon scout from an Asian orc. We normally only see this on this map kind of in orc mirror when you want to make sure your opponent isn't top left and gets the rock golem. Farseer!
Okay.
Ladies and gents.
I kind of like this. I say this a lot, I know, and I was wrong a lot. But if he's not rushing here with Engine of War or AP, I don't know. I would be very, 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 very surprised. This worked so well against Fly. Fly had basically no chance when Life was approaching him with this. And it's a very different map where this massing doesn't really work too well, I guess.
Interesting peon scout, by the way. Doesn't even go the whole way. He just scouts for the Mercamp, sees that there's nothing at the Mercamp in the top left. And
You can split the wolves and scout the rest with that, I guess.
Yeah, still, but I mean, he could have scouted all positions then without a peon, so
A player's
I guess he just
forces
wanted to
are
make sure
under
that there's
attack.
nothing at the Mercamp. Doesn't want to give possibly Shadow Priests
A
to the
town
opponent.
is under siege.
Alright, harassment now from both sides, I guess. Wolves in the Night Elf main, or Wolf, singular. And the tech coming in for Lin.
Double burrow tech, no shop. Still pretty fast, more grunts early. Is he playing this now more defensively, knowing what Life could do with his tier 1 rush? Or is this
Player's
just
forces are
like
under
standard
attack.
TM?
Lin certainly has quite a bit of time here before anything too scary can be brought to
town
the
is
table.
under
Huntresses are really scary once they get to 5, 6. They're really good in the early game, but that takes a while. As we can see, Ancient of War and Huntress Hall only done now. The first Huntress only coming out now. 1 Huntress, not scary. 2 Huntress, not scary. 3, 4, this is where it starts to begin getting a little bit dicey. Mass Wisps moving out, by the way. Trying to hide away from these wolves, I guess.
A player's
The
forces
Keeper
are
hasn't
under
really done
attack.
anything so far. In fact, we haven't even seen his first skill point just yet. Still a mystery whether it's Entangle or Treants. Normally it would be Treants. Tech starting now for the Night Elf also.
Okay, that's
Far behind though.
kind of a surprise already to me that he doesn't stay on tier 1. But alright,
A town is
maybe
under
it...
siege.
Wait, yeah. What is it then? Keeper Alchemist again?
Keeper Alchemist, lots of funds. Tree of Life in the back somewhere. We've seen that a lot. Maybe that once again is going to be the plan. But Lin here with his couple of grunts, with his wolves. Claiming map control.
So far, he didn't do too much,
A player's
as the
forces
hero
are
overlay
under
seems
attack.
to be broken, unfortunately. But it's okay. With a Farseer, you know that you will be low level, and as long as the Keeper is low level as well, all good.
Getting bits of experience here and there
A
from the
town
green
is under
camps.
siege.
Do you think he's playing Wyvern again?
I could totally see it actually.
Life is getting Wisp in position. Is he building something
Is he really
already to
doing it?
move it up then? Lin is pretty ready for this.
First person from...
Lin playing in 4-3 in 2019.
That's live.
Oh, live, sorry. Playing in 4x3 in 2019.
So the Wisps are in position. Are they really going to set up some APs down there, or is this just for safety? So
Well, you
they
can
don't
bring
get
him
harassed
then
in the main?
into the fight, and it's good to have them ready where you wouldn't expect them really. But
There
it's
we go.
APs! Oh, finally, I was right. Okay.
Tier 2 Ancient Protector push. Okay, it's going to be a while. The second hero is going to be long finished by the time these APs are done.
Yeah. It's Totem though, right?
Yeah.
For Lin. So no Shaman this time for the first time in this game.
Town
And
is
Shadow
under
Hunter
siege.
again. Alright. And the Warmel is ready all well. He knows.
It can be really hard in a situation like this to scout with the grunt or anything. Can't just get entangled and killed. But now, Lin has the wolves. I'm really surprised he's not spawning the wolves and scouting anything. I think maybe
player's
one is still
forces
alive
are
in the
under
middle,
attack.
scouting there. And one in the main. Okay, they're still busy. New summoning of wolves will be coming in here in a moment. Oh, one grunt took a step too far forward and will be losing his life. Or maybe not.
Nope.
Level 1 entangle, never
Lin
mind.
holding on nicely so far. So what to do with the tier 2 now on life side? Nature's Blessing is a must, of course. Second hero is a must. He's only at 28 supply.
Oh, the Wolf Scout.
Oh, he sees it. Is he going down south? It's nighttime, but yeah, he sees it now. Okay,
Demolisher time? Oh, he doesn't have a warmer, right?
he does. Very early, and he builds them immediately. He built it
yeah,
way
had it coming
before he
already.
saw it. He knew.
A town is under siege.
Okay, and that makes things super hard
Yeah.
for life. Lin is supply stuck, by the way. Don't know if he built the other burrow yet, but if no, oh, the Farseer is around.
Got the TP though.
Yeah, but that's not supposed to happen there.
Oh, was that a
Potion.
bait? Potion. Yeah.
Life taps out. Life is eliminated. Lin was too ready, too prepared. He played it maybe once or twice too much on Twisted, that everyone just knew what would happen. A little anticlimactic, but the preparation for Lin was right.
Yeah. Once again, a top player doesn't get cheesed easily, and here once again, Lin is ready.
And Newbie with 3 players still in the race. 1-2-0 in the top 8. Lawliot facing Infi tomorrow. And Lin versus Sock. Who these lower bracket finals are so promising for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Quite some bangers in there. And this last game may have been a little anticlimactic, but the one before. Dude, Echo Isles, one of my favorite games so far this tournament. That was just super high octane. Like, there was so much energy in the air. It was like electric.
Close second, I guess, to Chimiko Moon. All 3 games.
Yeah.
And Happy Lin game 1. But man, how that was the perfect anti-build by Lin, right? Just Farseer, lots of scouting, good distraction, so you don't get powerful treants for this push. Then early War Mill, double burrow for more grunts to get a little bit of creeping in, and then like Demolisher so fast. Shadowhunter, of course, for Serpent Wards, and then what can you do? Like,
Yeah. That's the thing about a cheese. If the perfect strat is played against it, it has no chance. And that is exactly what happened there. Well done by Lin, but boy was it scary. He was like with 2 feet in the grave already as far as his tournament is concerned. But he hopped out again with a crit.
true that. So, all Night Elves that were in the winner bracket, except Lawliot, are out. 4 Night Elf eliminations, leaving only Moon and Lawliot. That's it. Colorful and Life eliminated. Orcs still fully represented. None in the top 8 though. They all have to fight. One will make it into the top 8 guaranteed because it's Cash versus Focus. So we will see tomorrow's schedule. These games are so hype. Infi versus Lawliot could be a grand final. Focus versus Cash, the rematch. Cash maybe with Human? Question mark. Chimiko played so well and will face Fly tomorrow in China versus Korean battle and a Korean derby in Sok versus Lin. Sok super strong against the who was it on day 1? Life, yes, true. So he will face his second biggest challenge in Lin. That could potentially be an amazing game as well. Whew, this is pretty much hype. We go to the stage where Lin is interviewed by the beautiful Snowkiss.
And yeah, we're done here today, almost, with day number what day is it?
4.
Is it day number 4 already? Yeah,
Dude,
it
you
is.
didn't even know what day of the week it is, trust me.
It's Tuesday. I have it written down right here. Tomorrow, day number 5 to finalize the first group stage, after which we're going to have 1 day off, and then over the weekend we're going to have the top 8 group stage basically into the finals day with the semifinals and finals to be crowned another world champion, the next world champion. Then it's heating up here in Shanghai, guys. We're about at the halfway point, something like that. We've had plenty of awesome Warcraft already, and we are moving into steeper and steeper competition. So looking forward to these next few days.
Yeah, even though this was only the lower bracket semi-final, we had some pretty cool games in Hunter versus Fly game 1, the entire series of Lin versus Life, Also, seeing OC against Lawlight was like Lawlight's moves there in game number 1 on Twisted. For the highlight reels, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it, make sure to catch up with that on Twitch clicks or something. That was a pretty cool game on paper, the least exciting, but we still found quite some fun in that day. And from this point on, things are only gearing up. Like tomorrow, everyone is fighting for prize money. The winner of every single best of 3 will make $1,800 guaranteed. The loser goes empty-handed and has to fly home. Always, it's a great time here to hang with friends. It's kind of rare. It gets more and more in the Warcraft scene, but you want to spend more time here with these people as they are also nice. So people have a lot to fight for. Of course, some players are still unsigned, Moon and Happy, have to make maybe a little advertisement for themselves to higher their value for potential clans, if they want to be signed, of course.
Yep. I heard actually rumors that Happy was already approached, and that doesn't surprise me.
No, of course not.
Quite the impressive performance here by him. Yeah, him and TH looking damn impressive.
Indeed. We have a lot more off-stage coverage here from Shanghai on Facebook, Twitter, and especially Instagram, where we have quite some stories for you, like how is the venue looking backstage and stuff like that. So check that one out. I can't wait for tomorrow. Good support here financially from you guys. It was quite a blessing to see. Super happy about that. We're here without a casting fee, so if you want to support us during this trip to Shanghai, feel free to do. The links are in the description. If you missed some games, there is the games are coming up on YouTube very shortly, as it's uploaded here with a super strong connection. I have no idea how they do it, but it won't take too long. We're gonna start a rerun of this in case you missed some games, and that's it for day number 5. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, 11 CEST, here on twitch.tv/back2warcraft for the final day.